I keep hearing, I feel like it's either Dustin.
Oh, wow. That's weird. Why that name?
How the hell do I know? I don't know your life. He's telling me St. Dustin. I tell you what the dead tell me. And first of all, there's a couple different souls that I keep hearing about on the other side. But right away, there's a soul that's coming through that's telling me they passed in tragedy here in this world that I have to speak to.
Yes.
First of all, when I'm connecting, I keep seeing somebody either trying to be revived or brought back here in the physical.
My mother.
Okay. So please know that soul's here. But wait a minute. I feel like I'm with your daughter here. So when I'm connecting, did you have a boyfriend or a young male that passed with you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was that your boyfriend that died?
Well, he was about to be, and then he died in a head-on collision.
Wait a minute now. I don't know about to be. He's telling me that the two of you had caught feelings for one another. He's telling me. And listen,
yeah,
you might not have been official with one another, but he's telling me all these things, okay? On the other side, he's here. That's the soul that's trying to come through. Because I keep hearing him saying, Matt, I never got to tell her how much I loved her. Matt, I didn't get to talk to her. He says, and the first thing is that he wants to say that he's sorry for the things that you found out through other people because you had no idea. He says to me that after he died, it's like you found out all of these things, the way that he used to talk about you, the way that he used to say things about you. Do you understand that? And he says to me that after his passing, okay, that you keep wondering what could have been between you and him. And I gotta tell you, that's the soul that's telling me they were trying to be revived here in the physical. Because even though, okay, he wasn't able to be brought back, please know, when souls tell me that, it means that they were in a tragedy, and more importantly, that police and ambulance were called. He says, I want to let her know that here in this world, he tells me he was very shy when I'm connecting with him. He says to me, Matt, he goes, even right now, he goes, I have a hard time speaking like this. He goes, I used to get the butterflies, he's telling me. So he says to me this, he goes, Matt, he goes, even right now, he goes, I wouldn't have been the person to come out and to speak like this. He goes, because I was very private, he says to me. He says, but the one thing is that he was a jokester here in this world when I'm connecting with him. He says, and Matt, he goes, that's what I used to do. He goes, I used to make people laugh. He goes, and I would joke around. He says, because I didn't like to talk about my inner feelings. I didn't like to talk about, he goes, I was very guarded, he keeps telling me. But the one thing is spirits do have regret on the other side. And he says to me, the one thing that I wish, he says, is I wish that I would have gotten the courage, he said, to have gone all the way with her. And when I mean that, I don't mean like going all the way like in the bedroom. I'm talking about going all the way into a relationship. He says to me, Matt, I really liked her, he keeps telling me. But he says to me at the same time, he also tells me that you were best friends here in the physical, because he's bringing that up.
They were.
He says, Matt, it's so weird. He goes, I didn't realize till after I died. I was thinking about her in this way. She's thinking about me in this way. He goes, and then it wasn't until I died that like all the dots got connected and everybody started to tell us how we both felt. Do you understand that?
Yes.
It's so crazy when I'm connecting with you. Because being a medium, I can see it so clearly, even though the two of you couldn't. So it's like, it's so weird because everybody around you thought the two of you had a thing for one another, but you two were the only ones that couldn't see it. It's like, I feel like I'm looking at a movie right now.
Yeah.
You know, that one of the things that he's telling me is this, that on the other side, he goes, what I'm so happy about is that she got to hear the messages that I never got to tell her. I'm so happy that she got to hear from me. And I'm so happy that she got to know how I truly felt. He says, Matt, he goes, even though we weren't able to move forward in our relationship here in this world, he says, it's something that I always think about. And because of that, he says, I watch over her all the time, he tells me. Now, he also tells me that you have a lot of abilities yourself, because he tells me that you oftentimes will tap into your own psychic ability without knowing it or feeling it. And he also tells me that you're very psychic through your dreams, he's telling me. So do you get additional dreams or psychic?
Yes.
Yeah. All the time.
All the time.
And he says to me that he's actually been trying to visit you in those dreams. So have you gotten visits from him yet?
Yeah, like 2 days ago.
Shut the hell up. That's crazy. So knowing just bringing that through and just acknowledging that. I'm also hearing as well, he's telling me this name. I keep hearing, I feel like it's either Dustin. It sounds like Dustin to me.
Oh, wow.
Who the hell's Dustin?
That's weird. Why that name?
Yeah, why that name?
How the hell do I know? I don't know your life. He's telling me St. Dustin. I tell you what the dead tell me.
That was one of her old boyfriends.
Yeah, that was like my first love person. That.
That's crazy. You think it's weird? Listen, this is my life.
He's still alive though.
I know. Listen, but you're gonna understand that for your loved ones in spirit, right? Souls don't come through in full sentences. They don't come through and say, "Oh, Matt, please tell her I'm fine in heaven. I'm with this one, that one, the other one. Please tell her I'm doing this." what happens is quick bits of information. Say this, I died this way. This is how I passed. He says to me when I'm connecting with him one thing, that the one thing that I want her to know is that he felt for some reason that you were still hung up on that Dustin.
Oh my God. The reason why I moved in with my best friend who passed is because I had nowhere else to go from my relationship with my ex Dustin.
And then do you all see this here? Do you all see how she just asked me, why is that name important? Why is he bringing up that name? Hello?
It was very hard for me to move on. Yeah.
So know that this is his way of acknowledging that that's the reason why. When you wonder, why didn't he make a move? Why didn't he do anything? You have your answer. Because listen, you gotta understand, people ask me all the time, well, Matt, do you let people ask questions during your readings? And listen, it's not that I don't let people ask questions. It's that the souls on the other side already know the things that you're holding on to. And you came here with a question in your heart. And that question is that you keep saying, why didn't he tell me? Why didn't he make a move? Why didn't he do anything? Well, it's because he was letting you have that time to heal. That's what it was. He thought that you were still with Dustin, meaning that your heart was still with him. He knew you weren't seeing him, obviously, but he saw that what you went through and he was just being respectful. So know that this is his way of letting you know one thing. Please let her know that I will always be with her. He says, and that even though we never got to say our feelings here in this world, it doesn't matter. He says, it matters that she knows now. That's what he just told me. So he says to me, please let her know that I will always be guiding her. I will always be with her. He says, and please let her know that I am a special angel with her at all times. I know for sure that he's been wanting to reach you for so long. So I really hope that this brings you a little bit of peace. And I want to thank you for trusting me and delivering this message from him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. I'm going to leave you with that.